Let's take a look at writing equations from word problems. But before we get started, let's take a look at some key words that's going to help us. Plus, addition sign here, increase by, plus, more than, greater than, sum. Subtraction sign, minus, less than, decreased by, fewer than, difference. Multiplication sign, times, twice, triple, of, groups of, and product. Division, divided by, split into, quotient. And the last one, this equal sign, you're going to look for keywords such as is, equals, and was. So let's just get started. The problem reads 2/5 of a number increased by 7 is -1. So the first thing we need to do is identify a variable. So let us go ahead. It says here of a number. Okay, we don't know what that number is. So we are going to say let x equal that number. Now the next step is for us to write the equation. So 2/5, now how to write 2/5, that's our fraction, 2/5 of a number. So we already said that number is unknown. We're going to call it x. Okay, so 2/5 of a number increased. And according to the keywords up here, we need to be adding. So plus, increased by 7. Hope that's making sense so far. Is, once again, here's our is. Right in the middle here tells you that you need to use that equal sign. Equal -1. Hope that makes sense. Now I am not going to solve this problem. We already practiced solving two-step equations. So what I want you to do is to copy, solve, and check in your ISN. Be ready to discuss in class. Okay, let's take a look at another word problem. It says twice the quantity of x plus 8 is -2. So they want us to go ahead and identify a variable, but it's already identified for us. We're going to use what they said, x. So our variable would be x. Now, let's go ahead and find some of the keywords. So twice, okay, so I know twice the quantity. So I'm looking for an amount here of x. So the quantity of x. So let's go ahead. I'm going to write that down. So twice the quantity. So I know I'll be multiplying according to what's written there. Quantity of x. Now plus 8. Now I'll be adding. Okay. Plus 8 is my equal sign -2. Hope that makes sense. So twice the quantity of x plus 8 is -2. Now once again, you are to copy, solve, and check in your ISN. Be ready for class discussion. Okay, let's take a look at this word problem. 4 more than 3 times a number is 13. So the first thing we need to do is identify the variable. So it says 3 times a number. So 3 times a number. So we're going to let x equal that number. Now we have to figure out, it says 4 more than. So here's my 4 more than, and remember, here's the key word. So that's plus 4. And 3 times a number. So we don't know what that number is, so we know that variable is going to be x. So 3x is 13. And we said that is going to be that equal sign. So let's just go ahead and put that equation together. So 3x plus 4 is equal 13. Hope that makes sense. Once again, you are going to copy, solve, and check in your ISN. Let's take a look at this real-life example word problem. Lisa is a server in a restaurant. On a weekend night, Lisa earned $4 an hour and $65 in tips. She made a total of $93. How many hours did she work? So that is what's in question right here. How many hours did she work? So we need to go ahead and identify our variable. So we are going to say, let H equal hours, because that's what we're trying to figure out. Now let's go ahead and break down the rest of the problem. So she earned $4 an hour. So $4 an hour, remember we said our variable, let H, okay? So 4H and $65 in tips. So plus 65, she made a total of $93 equal 93. Hope that's making sense. Okay, let's take a look at another word problem, a real life example. Jake spent half of his money. The next day he earned $12. He now has $32. How much money did Jake have before he spent his money? So we know what's in question. How much money did Jake have before he spent his money? So we are going to let M represent money. M equals money. Good so far? We are going to extract information from the word problem to write our equation. So Jake spent half of his money. So we're going to use that variable M. Half, we know half, divided by 2. The next day he earned $12. So that's going to be plus 12, okay? Because he earned $12. He now has $32. So all of that's going to equal $32. So by solving this equation will tell us how much money did Jake have before he spent his money. So I'm going to work this one out. You can answer that question. So we're going to do the inverse operation. I'm going to subtract 12 on both sides. I'm going to bring down the remaining. M divided 2 is equal to, do the math here, this we're going to equal 20. I get to multiply, okay? The inverse operation of division is multiplication. So I get to multiply both sides by 2. Cancel. M is equal to 40. So we can simply say Jake had $40 before he spent his money.